Good evening, and welcome to another EmoNews package for September 10th, 2025. In the headlines this evening, U.S. delegation pays courtesy visit on the OECS Commission. At least 6 dead in Bali as floods inundate homes and force evacuations. PM Skerrit to hold audience with Pope Leo during trip to Italy, and Dominica Chess Federation has launched its first ever community chess meetup in Portsmouth. These and other stories coming up.
From my first day of school, you've been there.
Hey Mom. From game plans to victories, you've been there.
Through dreams and rehearsals, you've been there.
From the hustle to the tussle, you've been there.
A chimney is more than a car. It's where life happens.
First up in local news, the Lions Club of Dominica has donated backpacks, school shoes, and other essential supplies to 3 students from different communities, helping them start the school year prepared. The donation forms part of the club's annual back-to-school drive aimed at easing the financial burden on families and ensuring students can learn with confidence. President of the Lions Club of Dominica, Ms. Janice Hippolyte, said, "Every child deserves the chance to walk into school confident and ready to learn. Something as simple as a backpack filled with supplies can ease the burden on families and give students the start they deserve." The Lions Club of Dominica says it will continue supporting local children through programs designed to remove barriers of education and is encouraging community members to get involved through donations and volunteer opportunities. In more news, the SMA 4-H Club has expressed gratitude to visiting professionals from Miami-Dade College for their engagement with club members. Club leader Mr. Francis thanked Mr. Miguel Murphy, Executive Director of Student Engagement and Community Partnerships, and Ms. Susie Guillaume, Director of Advisement and Career Services, for taking time during their week-long visit to interact with the students. The 2 guests provided valuable insight and answered questions from members, offering guidance to support their personal and academic growth. Mr. Francis extended an open invitation for their return, noting that continued collaboration with professionals like Mr. Murphy and Ms. Guillaume plays a key role in fostering the holistic development of 4-H Club members. And the new academic year has officially begun, with over 4,000 secondary school students and more than 5,000 primary school students reporting to classrooms across the island. Education Minister Honorable Octavia Alfred has shared an update on the smooth reopening and the plans for the year ahead. She said that this week students are engaging in orientation at all levels. Newcomers are being introduced to school culture, including the mission statement, environment, and activities designed to help students discover their learning styles. Continuing students are also being briefed on expectations for their new grade levels. The minister also spoke about the delay at the Dominica Grammar School.
Now, the sewage works at the Dominica Grammar School, which was expected to take 2 days, were extended because of unforeseen circumstances. However, we are working with the contractor to have sufficient space for students to do their orientation next week. And the expectation is that all students will be in from 8 to 1 after orientation, while work will continue on the school in the afternoon.
The minister thanked all stakeholders and wished them well as they start the new school year.
I want to take this opportunity to thank all our parents and principals, teachers, and the Ministry of Education officials for your efforts. We have had some really great success stories, but we still have a long way to go, and we are going to go that way together. This year, among other things, we will pay special attention on adding value to each child as an individual to ensure that we take each child from where we got them to another level.
Honorable Alfred extended best wishes to all students, parents, and teachers for a productive year, promising continued collaboration to overcome challenges. In other news, Prime Minister of Dominica, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, will meet with His Holiness Pope Leo XV at the Vatican during a visit to Italy from September 9th to the 12th. The Prime Minister is accompanied by his wife, Honorable Melissa Popun Skerrit, the Minister for Housing and Urban Development, and the Parliamentary Representative for the Roseau Central constituency. The Dominican leader is expected to engage in discussions on strengthening relations between the Holy See and the Commonwealth of Dominica, as well as global humanitarian issues, climate resilience, and social development. He will also hold talks with the Vatican Secretary of State, reinforcing Dominica's commitment to deepening diplomatic and bilateral cooperation at the highest levels. The visit to Italy includes meetings with business leaders to explore opportunities for economic partnership, sustainable development, cooperation, and cultural exchange. During the Prime Minister's absence, the Honorable Dr. Irving McIntyre, Minister for Finance, Economic Development, Climate Resilience, and Social Security, is serving as acting Prime Minister. And on the regional scene, the OECS Commission has wrapped up a monitoring and evaluation (M&E) training designed to strengthen business support organizations (BSOs) across the region. The three-day workshop held in St. Kitts and Nevis from August 26th to the 28th brought together chambers of commerce, SME agencies, incubators, and industry associations. Supported by the EU's 11th EDF RIGHT program and the International Trade Center, the training focused on strategy mapping, performance indicators, impact reporting, and data-driven decision-making. This initiative builds on the OECS Competitive Business Unit's mandate to enhance the international competitiveness of MSMEs through capacity building and collaboration. It also reinforces the region's commitment to aligning with global M&E standards, ensuring that Caribbean data is not only credible but comparable on the world stage. OECS officials say the initiative marks a shift in how BSOs operate, moving from service providers to strategic data hubs and policy influencers. By building stronger capacity in monitoring and evaluation, the OECS aims to ensure smarter investments, responsive policies, and a more resilient regional business ecosystem. More news from the OECS. Director General of the OECS, His Excellency Dr. Didakus Jules, on Thursday, September 4th, welcomed officials from the Embassy of the United States of America to Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean. The delegation, which included Ms. Alexandra King-Pyle, St. Lucia and Multilateral Affairs Advisor, and Ms. Amelia Swift, Political Specialist, paid a courtesy visit to the OECS Commission headquarters in Castries, St. Lucia. Their visit served as an introduction to the Director General and an opportunity to gain insights into the work of the Commission. Dr. Jules provided the officials with an overview of the OECS Commission's mandate and ongoing initiatives. He also highlighted past projects successfully undertaken with U.S. support, expressing gratitude for the partnership and collaboration. Both sides reaffirmed their commitment to maintaining close contact and strengthening dialogue in the future. In news from Grenada, Grenada's Ministry of Health, in collaboration with the Pan-American Health Organization, PAHO, has completed a week-long consultation aimed at strengthening national healthcare delivery. The high-level exercise held in Grenada brought together ministry officials, planners, doctors, nurses, and administrators, alongside PAHO experts, to assess the distribution of health services and identify areas of critical need. Dr. Vishwanath Andy Patap Singh, PAHO WHO Health Systems and Services Advisor, described the initiative as a transformative step toward data-driven decision-making and equitable access. He noted that effective healthcare depends not only on infrastructure and staff, but also on precision planning and efficient resource management. Grenada's Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Sean Charles, said the findings will guide national health priorities, helping the ministry strategically use data to improve performance, expand outreach, and enhance service delivery. Health authorities believe the consultation has provided a clearer roadmap for building a more responsive and resilient healthcare system, ensuring resources are allocated fairly and effectively across the country. In international news, at least 6 people have died and several remain missing after 2 days of torrential rain caused severe flooding across 5 cities in Bali, including Denpasar and the tourist hub of Kuta. Homes and major roads have been inundated, forcing mass evacuations and limiting access to Denpasar's international airport. Authorities confirmed 4 deaths after a building collapsed in West Denpasar early Wednesday. Rescue teams using rubber boats continue operations in low-lying areas, while locals say they have never experienced such heavy rainfall before. Heavy rains also triggered flooding in East Nusa Tenggara, where at least 4 additional fatalities were reported. In more international news, Ethiopia on Tuesday officially inaugurated the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, Africa's largest hydroelectric project, capable of generating 5,150 megawatts of power. The $5 billion dam, built on a tributary of the Nile, is seen by Ethiopia as vital to its economic growth and energy ambitions, with the potential to supply electricity to millions and export surplus to neighboring countries. At the inauguration ceremony in Juba, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed assured Egypt and Sudan that the project is intended to promote prosperity, not harm downstream nations. He emphasized its role in electrifying the region and transforming lives. The Gerd, now among the world's 20 biggest hydroelectric dams, has already flooded an area larger than Greater London. Officials say the reservoir will not only generate power, but also stabilize water supply for irrigation, while helping to reduce floods and droughts. And that's it for international news. Stay tuned for sports after this brief message.
5 chances, 2 draws a week. Endless excitement. This is not just a game, it's your game. Match 5.
We begin sports news with chess. The Dominica Chess Federation has launched its first ever community chess meetup in Portsmouth. The inaugural event was held on Saturday, September 6 at the Benjamin's Park. From midday, players of all ages gathered for over 4 hours of friendly games and camaraderie. To mark the occasion, the president of the Dominica Chess Federation, Carlton Morvan, Vice President Edgar Berridge, and candidate master Nigel Francis traveled from Roseau to participate and show support. This is just the beginning of what we hope will become a vibrant and sustainable chess culture in Portsmouth. We welcome everyone from first-time learners to experienced players to join us. The Portsmouth Chess Initiative is part of the Federation's wider mission to spread the game across Dominica. Weekly sessions will continue at the Benjamin's Park, giving residents a regular chance to connect through chess. For details on joining, interested persons can sign up through the Federation's online form. The Dominica Chess Federation says it remains committed to promoting intellectual growth and community spirit through the game of chess. And in football news, it was a week filled with goals, drama, and standout performances at the DFA Technical Center. On Wednesday, RC Doctors lit up the field with a 6-2 victory over BAA Sharks. Omarion Francis stole the spotlight and was named man of the match. On Thursday, Exodus FC powered past LA Stars 4-1. Lashon Joseph put on a brilliant display to earn man of the match honors. On Friday, All Saints University beats Kensborough United 3-1, with Rohan Anthony delivering a commanding performance. Saturday night, Derby Boys FC secured a narrow 2-1 win over Police. Aidan Duran was crucial, taking home man of the match. On Saturday, Fokole FC dominated Marigot United FC with a 7-1 victory. Darren Wade stood out in that match, earning man of the match honors. Plenty of goals and plenty of stars on display, and the fans can look forward to more exciting action in the weeks ahead. And that's all for news this evening. Stay tuned for your weather report from the Dominica Meteorological Service. This has been EmoNews Package for September 10th, 2025. I am your presenter, Anna Benjamin. Thank you for viewing.